Good morning, Year 4, and this is your maths video for if you've got this booklet on Tuesday the 19th of January. Now for today's learning, we're going to flick to page number 7, which is all about adding. And remember, whenever we are adding, our answer gets bigger. Okay, so the first set of questions are asking you to complete column addition. Now we're fantastic with our column addition. We just need to make sure that we don't make any silly mistakes. And by silly mistakes, I mean we've not added up accurately. We're either one too big or one too small. So let's have a go at some examples together. So I've got 2 column addition questions on my board. Now, who can tell me where we start when we are doing them? Do we start here in our thousands column, or do we start here in our ones column? Okay, so we start in our ones column, don't we? So we're going to start by adding these 2 numbers. 4 add 8. Who can tell me before I write it down? It's 12, isn't it? Now remember, when we do this, we write down our ones and we carry our tens. So there you can see that I've carried over that 10 in the number 12. So now we move along to the next column. So we've got 7 add 9. Who can figure it out what 7 add 9? That's it. It's 16. And let's add one more for 17 and carry that one over again. 3 and 1 is 4, add 1 extra is 5, and then 2 add 2 is 4. So here we've had to do 2 lots of carrying, okay? But some of your questions have got 3 lots in, so let's have a go at carrying 3 times. So again, let's start in our ones column. So we've got 8 add 5. 8 add 5, can anybody figure it out? 13. So we write down the 3 and we carry the 10. 8 add 3 is 11, and one more for 12. Write down the 2 and carry the 1. 7 and 9 is 16. Add my 1 extra for 17. Carry the 1. And then 3 add 2 is 5, and add your 1 extra for 6. Now, where we usually make our mistakes, Year 4, is we forget to add our carry. Okay, so please make sure we are adding them, or we don't do our addition really carefully. So we might think that 8 add 5 is 12 rather than 13. So please make sure you take your time on checking your answers, okay? You've got 4 questions to fill out that way. Now, question number 2, I think this is a little bit tricky because you'll be able to do the maths, but it's figuring out how these addition grids work. So they work a little bit like a multiplication square, so working across and working down. Okay, so I've tried to highlight it to you to make it a little bit easier. So the yellow highlight shows that we've got 740 add 1,470, and then we pop our answer in this box that matches those 2 numbers. And the purple highlight shows 860 add 1,470, and that answer would go there. So what I'll do to help you is I'll pop the calculations that you've got to figure out on the whiteboard for the first set of questions, but for your next set of questions you're going to figure it out on your own. So for B, you'll have to figure it out on your own. So you're going to have to do 860 add 1,470. Then you're going to have to do 590 add 1,470. Then we've got 470 add 3,690 and 590 add 3,690, and then your final 2 is 740 add 2,580 and 860 add 2,580. So if you're struggling to work out those addition grids, please use these to help you. Okay, you might want to pause the video so that they are there, but when it comes to the chart B, you've got to have a go on your own to see if you can figure it out. Okay, brilliant. So, question number 3 then is asking you to write the correct number in each box, and it's asking you to find 1,000 more. Now these are a little bit tricky because we've got numbers that are in our 10,000s. So to help you, I will highlight the digit that will change. Now a couple of these are a little bit mean, because they don't quite follow the same rule. So 1,000 more than 10,492. So the 10 is going to change to an 11 because we've gained 1,000. And then for this one, I want you to think very carefully. So we've got 39,167, and you've got to find out what's 1,000 more than that. So think what comes after 39. And then F is only a 4-digit number. So 9,349, what's 1,000 more than that? Remember, if you can't do it in your head, to have a go at column addition. Okay, so if I just clear my whiteboard. So if you're struggling, you can't do it in your head, write it down in column method. So 10,492, add 1,000 and do it that way to help you, okay? And then your last question number 4, is asking you to fill in the missing numbers. Now I'm going to talk you through the first one and then want to see if you can do the second one. So 2 add 7 equals what? And that's going to go in that box there. Then we've got something add 8 equals 9. So what do you add to 8 to make the answer 9? 2 add something equals 6. So what do you add to 2 to get to 6? And then 3 add 1 equals, and that's going to go there. And then I want you to see if you can have a go at B without me talking you through it. Now please remember, once you have done today's learning, to take a picture of it and send it to the Year 4 email address.